All right, good morning. Welcome to Atlanta Family Church. Prayer Vigil day 105. We're going to go ahead and start off the day with our bow to Heavenly Parents and True Parents. So please join me in this bow. All right. Chanjin Champumunim. Kimbe. Haro. All right. And so let's do the family pledge. Number 1, our family, the owner of Chanoguk, pledges to seek our original homeland and build the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven, the original ideal of creation, by centering on true love. 2, our family, the owner of Chanoguk, pledges to represent and become central to heaven and earth by attending the Heavenly Parent and True Parents. We pledge to perfect the dutiful family way of filial sons and daughters in our family, patriots in our nation, saints in the world, and divine sons and daughters in heaven and on earth by centering on true love. 3, our family, the owner of Chanoguk, pledges to perfect the 4 great realms of heart, the 3 great kingships in the realm of the royal family by centering on true love. 4, our family, the owner of Chanoguk, pledges to build the universal family encompassing heaven and earth, which is the Heavenly Parent's ideal of creation, and perfect the world of freedom, peace, unity, and happiness by centering on true love. 5, our family, the owner of Chanoguk, pledges to strive every day to advance the unification of the spirit world and the physical world as subject and object partners by centering on true love. 6, our family, the owner of Chanoguk, pledges to become a family that moves heavenly fortune by embodying the Heavenly Parent and True Parents, and to perfect the family that conveys heaven's blessing to our community by centering on true love. 7, our family, the owner of Chanoguk, pledges to living for the sake of others to perfect the world based on the culture of heart, which is rooted in the original lineage by centering on true love. And number 8, our family, the owner of Chanoguk, pledges having entered the era of Chanoguk to achieve the ideal of God and human beings, united in love and through absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, and to perfect the realm of liberation and complete freedom, complete freedom in the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven by centering on true love. All right. And before we continue on to the breakout room, we're going to ask one person to share, one person to pray this morning. May I ask Mrs. Bowman to pray this morning?
Heavenly Parent and True Parent, we come together today again to think about you, think about Providence, think about in the world, and think about the brothers and sisters who may have facing difficulties. Heavenly Parent, we are so grateful. We have the purpose and life. We have the great idea and the vision in our life. Heavenly Parent, I truly pray these ideas and the vision of True Parent give to us to spread in every corner of the world who needed so badly, Heavenly Parent. I pray also brothers and sisters who may difficult time in this time period, but please encourage them and love them, visit them, each one of them, through prayer and the vision and the dream to encourage each one of them. Heavenly Parent, I thank you so much. We come together for the family and the shared and the encouraged and the comfort and the healing. I pray, Center Blessed Family, Jackson Kyoko Bowman's name, I offer, I do, Amen. Thank you.
And you, amen. Thank you so much, Mrs. Bowman. And to continue our day, we're going to go ahead and do our breakout rooms to talk about our gratitude. So we'll see you all in about 7 minutes. All right, we'll see you all in 7 minutes. For those on YouTube, please take the time to really reflect and either talk to another person or just talk about your gratitudes. So see you in 7 minutes. All right, welcome back to the main room, everybody. And day 105, I believe, is today. I'd like to ask two people to share their gratitudes for this morning. First person I'd like to ask to share about their gratitude. How about Mrs. Matsunaga? Would you like to share this morning about your gratitude?
Good morning, brothers and sisters. I attended the Kodan meeting last night about Zoom. Yesterday was Luke Higuchi-san's visiting Ohio and Belvedere Church, sister's testimony and his report. His style, beginning of Sunday service, start dancing Michael Jackson. So, who attended the sister's testimony, it was laugh and learn, study, and end everybody happy, grateful, and they want to come back. So his new style, he is also YouTuber. He want himself, he's a global influencer. So he want to change our church image, and we cannot do the same way. But now the time is joy is very important. People are happy to be happy. Like I want this kind of atmosphere for our church too. I was enjoyed too. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Matsunaga. I had no idea that he likes to dance Michael Jackson, so that's great. But yes, that's good to hear that Higuchi-san's doing well, and just hearing a little bit of that as a gratitude as well. So that's my new gratitude of the morning as well. So thank you so much, Ms. Matsunaga, for your sharing this morning. And I think it's for the next person, I think it's always nice to see another Bowman on the screen. I would like to ask Mr. Bowman if you'd like to share this morning your gratitude.
Yeah, what I shared with the other brother or sisters, it was all sisters, but except for me. We just went to the Capital Family Church, the seminar there. Reverend Dunkley doesn't like to call it a workshop. It's an experience. And the idea of work, I guess, is you can relate that to indemnity or something like that. And so the idea of indemnity has gone out the window now. We're in the new age, in the Chunilguk age. And so, yeah, who says you can't share everything about it? It's like, but most people know a lot, some things that are new in our theology that are so hopeful and joyful. But you need to experience it for yourself. It's an experience. And we have you can understand. I could share intellectually what the workshop was like, but it's about we have to experience the Holy Spirit, and the workshop is a starting point for that. And they said, why are you the only person from the Atlanta region? And I said, well, I think Atlanta region is smart. They know you're going to come anyway to Atlanta, and they're just holding out and saving the money for the plane ticket or the gasoline and just go to Atlanta. So you have to push. You have to push Reverend Dunkley to come to Atlanta. I know he's already going to come anyway, but and everybody pray for that because it's a new start. That's not just a new start, it's the actual super new start. Yeah. So this is a time of joy. Our church is we have a new beginning leader. Dr. Young talked a lot about the what do you call it? This misery of God and human beings, but we have to stop doing that. And ultimately, Mother now wants us only to teach chapter 1 because all the rest of the divine principle that we learned is just about mistakes and sadness. As everything in there is a mistake. But now Father and Mother completed, and now there's no mistake. Two parents are here completely. So it's a time to, like Mrs. Matsunaga says, you have to bring out the joy. I went to the Black church, visited one time, and the minister, his sermon was, you have to let your joy bell ring. So this is a great time. This is a starting point, and we have to live in the land of gratitude completely. Is that get off the stage bell? Okay. Who's doing the ding dong? Okay, I said enough. I'm happy. Y'all should pray and go to the workshop, go to the experience. Yeah, you'll be happy you did forever. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Actually, the ding dong is whenever somebody enters the Zoom room. That just happens.
Oh, I thought it was like you've been talking too long, like they do at the Oscars. They start the orchestra to go.
No, sorry, no, it's just
okay. Now I know.
But yes, thank you so much, Mr. Bowman. I think if y'all haven't come to the Rebirth Workshop, I know we've sent some people to Las Vegas, and we were able to have a lot of people go to Rebirth a few times, but we are trying to get Reverend Damien Dunkley to come down to Atlanta. That is one of our goals, is to get him down here so we can be able to have a bigger one down here with everybody, and not just 1 or 2 people we're sending over. So but we're so grateful. Also, Mr. Bowman, I think Mrs. Bowman went as well, if I'm correct.
We went together, of course.
There you go. We have to go as a couple. So
we drove.
So thankful for both the Bowmans being able to go up into the Washington one. And it's always great to see. I always love how the Bowman family always shows up. It's either it's either Mr. and Mrs. Bowman or the other Mr. and Mrs. Bowman, your kids. So it's nice to see Wonjin and Hanmi show up as well. So that was very, very beautiful. So thank you, Mr. Bowman, for your sharing this morning. And we're going to go ahead and continue into the reading for today. And thank you, Mrs. Matsunaga, for your sharing as well. Give me 1 second. All right. I believe we're on page 181. All right. Page 181 is called Giving Creates Prosperity. If you're on your book, this is, of course, Mother's memoir. As a little girl, I never had money and hardly knew what it was. When I got a bit older, in the maelstrom of the division of Korea, we had to flee our hometown empty-handed to preserve our lives. We remained penniless for a long time. Moreover, my maternal grandmother and my mother were devoted to God's will, and our lives had little to do with money. After I married, tithes and offerings came in and went out just as fast for public purposes. I did not have any concern about making a fashion statement. Sometimes when I saw an expensive purse, I wondered what might the money in that purse be used for. More important than how much money is in the wallet is the question of how it is spent. The path of one's money shapes one's fate. According to God's words, our responsibility is to have dominion of love over all things and to share our prosperity. As explained in Genesis, God made Adam and Eve and told them to be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and have dominion over all things. Give me 1 second. All right, actually take out that ding sound. All right. Our movement's economic activity began humbly in Father Moon's mud-walled hut in Bomildang, Busan. During the last months of the Korean War, Father Moon and one disciple, Wonpil Kim, would create and sell simple portraits for American soldiers. When the church moved to Seoul, members collected stamps and sold them. And they colored in black and white photos and sold them all alongside the roadside. Through these and other small businesses, we supported our missionary activities. Our first step on the path to a real business venture was in 1960, when we set up Tongil Industries. Korea now exports all kinds of merchandise throughout the world. But in the 1960s, no one would ever have imagined that Korea's machine industry would develop as robustly as it has. We began Tongil Industries with a Japanese lathe that was destined for the trash bin. Our prayer was that God would bless our new company and that it would be one day become the world's foremost manufacturers of machine parts. By developing our expertise, Tongil Industries grew from manufacturing the Yehua air rifle to making parts for equipment used in our country's defense. As a leading machinery enterprise in Korea, we not only acquired technologies to help Korea, we went on to share our technologies with people around the world. Next, we established the Ilhwa Company Ltd, which pioneered the export of high-quality ginseng products. Ginseng was unknown in the West at the time, but now it is a household item. Ilhwa is recognized for both its excellent products and as a leader in ginseng science. Inspired by our vision, our members have started many businesses. While this supports the economic development of our country and the world, our purpose goes beyond that. Our goal is for all people in the world to enjoy mutual prosperity. We believe in sharing the tools of technology among all people, with true family values and technology in harmony with the natural world. We all can live together in the pleasant social environment. Our philosophy of living for the sake of others is the driving force behind all this. It is a fundamental truth that we should take care of those who are less fortunate than others. A wealthy person who is grateful to others and help others will create a wealthy community, nation, and world. The creation is a gift God has given us. Every human being should be able to enjoy this gift fully. It is contrary to God's will for one individual to gain possession of everything, or for one country not to share its scientific developments, technologies, and resources in time of need, or use such things to dominate other nations. Yes, some person or group in some country develops each new technology. The next step is to enable others to benefit so that all can enjoy health, well-being, and comfort. This is a way of mutual prosperity. We should not take pride in having crisp bills inside fancy purses. Instead, we should focus on how our assets can benefit others. True pride comes from when we spend our money for purposes larger than ourselves. All right, we're going to go ahead and end there. I know it's, like I said, very short chapter like last time, but it's very important. So I think the more information we have, the less sometimes we receive. So that's actually perfect that it's a smaller amount of information for us to get a little bit more deeper. But yes, just going over a little bit, yeah, to a lot of the final points were, of course, to the fact of prosperity not being able to be just one person's vision, but really the prosperity of everybody and God's vision and God's hope for the world. And going a little bit back into, I guess, history, I mean, the whole thing is about prosperity, really creating the life, living for the sake of others is really one of our biggest points. I think I remember growing up in this church with, right? and this concept that we're not just living for ourselves, because we need to be able to see this world in the way that God does, right? We need to experience this world the way that God wanted us to. We can't be living in prosperity when there's somebody out there that is a time of need, right? So there's a lot of things that was here in this chapter, even though it was very short, but we're going to be able to talk in our breakout rooms to jump into a little bit more. So yeah, so we'll see you all in about 7 minutes. Let me just set up this breakout room real quick. Oh. All right, we'll see you all in about 7 minutes. And for those on YouTube, you guys know what to do to be able to check out what you need to do. You can even go back into reading the passage again if you're on YouTube and seeing what you want to, all the different points that you saw in this passage. So we'll see you in about 7 minutes as well. All right, welcome to the main room once again. And so we're going to continue on with 2 more sharings before we continue on with the rest of the program. The first person I'd like to ask to share about the passage, somebody from the Chunshim one. We ask Nami if she would like to share her sharing on the passage.
The part that stuck out to me was
If you can get a little closer, or at least move the mic closer to you. Thank you.
the part that
Um,
unmute myself supposed to always.
can you
Oh,
move the knob for the microphone up? Is that possible?
it's up.
Oh, it's up? Okay. And it's okay. Continue.
The part that stuck out to me was this whole paragraph says that creation is a gift God has given each of us. Every human being should be able to enjoy this gift fully. It is contrary to God's will for one individual to gain possession of everything, or for one country not to share its scientific developments, technologies, and resources in times of need, or use such things to dominate other nations. Yes, some person or group in some country develops each new technology. The next step is to enable others to benefit so that all can enjoy health, well-being, and comfort. This is the way of mutual prosperity. And yeah, we mentioned how we ask ourselves, or we look at America and we can see how America's so fortunate, like America's so blessed and lucky. Like that's why so many people come to America. And yeah, but other than America and maybe Korea, Japan, and there's so many other like less fortunate countries, third world countries that don't have much advancement in their technology or their agricultural development. And so, yeah, True Mother is really saying here, we shouldn't be taking it for ourselves, but it's really about sharing that. It's not that God gifted it to us because he favors that country more than other countries, but it's so that that country can share that with those other places in the world that don't have that advancement yet. Yeah, so I thought that was really important part. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Nami. Yeah, I think very much so. I've recognized, I think Mother always has the motto living for the sake of others always embedded in her, I think, every single time. Really, like she says about taking care of the environment or really taking care of each other, always having this kind of mother's embrace. And I think that that's something that is a very good point to point out for us as America. We should be able to serve. I think the best description is that we're the elder brother, right? We're the country that we should. What does an elder brother do in the family? If someone's sick, the elder brother tries to take care of the family, right? Tries to take care of the younger one that's sick, or even the older one, the parents. He tries to take care of the older parent, the parents as well, right? So we as the elder nation have to be really in a place of taking care of each other as well. So we're in the fortunate state. I'm really trying to support the less fortunate state as well. But yes, thank you, Nami, for your sharing this morning. And we'll have one more person share this morning as well. And I would like to ask Mr. Bornface if you'd like to share this morning as well.
Yeah, I was sharing over ginseng, which was introduced in the market with True Parent. I know ginseng when True Parent introduced ginseng in the market everywhere in Africa, people started selling ginseng. When I came here in America, every small shop even the tables, they were selling ginseng. Why? Because everybody felt like they cannot be sued when they sell ginseng. Yesterday I went to have my lunch. I had to buy a small bottle of ginseng, about $5, just smaller than even 2 times smaller than a bottle of Coca-Cola, but it was selling for $5. So when you look at the Coca-Cola, nobody would just go there and start selling Coca-Cola product. They will be slapped with this lawsuit, and they are really scared. Even something similar, they don't even try to do that because they will be sued and pay a lot of money. But you see, the purpose of discovering something is to share it with the whole entire world so that the world will be better. I remember 40 years ago, Japan used to build some cars like Toyota, Diana. Those cars, even up to now, Toyota, when you buy a Toyota from Japan, it will live forever because they build them in order to last for the sake of other people. But there are cars now in America. America has a license to build like Toyota cars here in America. So when you buy those ones, they have a very different head gasket. When you drive a bit without water, the whole head gasket is gone. They are so much different. It can have the same label like Toyota, but make sure when you're buying a Toyota, you can ask which one is it from Japan or is it from America. When you buy in America, it won't last for 3 years. It will have a breakdown. But with Japanese Toyota, they deal it with everybody. So when you see people like building or maybe sing a song, they don't want anybody to have even a copyright, even the tune. They will say, "Oh, he took this song. It was my song. He used my tune and so on." And then it's strange in this world. But True Parent, when he builds something, he builds it for the entire world so that everybody benefits from it. That's when you build something, you build it for the nation. You don't build it for me. So that's why God blesses everything True Parent touches. Thank you.
Not you. That's a great sharing. Thank you so much for being. I feel like Mr. Boniface, you always have like this out of the box thinking, like this is the why. This is a reason why True Parents is like teachings or different ways of doing things is really being kind of exponentially growing out into the world. And it's like I always love your sharings whenever you talk about it. So, but yeah, I definitely can see that. I think we can also definitely see that the blessings that True Parents' creations have come into, and it's true. I think we need to stop thinking about the fact that, oh, this is like, I think music industry has been the greatest example of what not to do. I think Father always talks about it too. It's like, we don't have to sue. We don't have to persecute. Oh, they used my song or they used my chorus or whatever it is. We have to be able to share with the rest of the world and really be able to help support the rest of the world. Yeah, of course, credit there and there. But in many ways, having something that really is generous to the rest of the world and work together as a team. But anyway, but yes, thank you so much, Mr. Bornface, for your sharing this morning. And we're gonna go ahead and do and also thank you, Nami, for your sharing this morning as well. And then we're gonna do one song before we finish up. And yes, we'll do one more song before we finish up with the 7-minute prayer.
No offense.
Sorry, add. Sorry, 1 second. And I'm going to go ahead and do our 7-minute prayer from here. So let us unmute and let us bow for the next, pray for the next 7 minutes.
Heavenly parents, true parent,
More than Heavenly Father,
I thank you for gathered together to the pray of the good
Live
day.
for the sake of others.
Thank you, Lord, able to
Not only give
we
him
will have a big today with him.
can help each other spiritually.
Heavenly parent,
Anyway, by
going
example, by
together,
counseling, by
all of the
supporting,
places
Father
in the
God,
world.
making it the stand
Nothing we pray
in the
will
studio
be accomplished.
that we can remove
Help for true parents.
our
True
work
mothers help
classes where we stay in this thing.
also pray for the unity of North and South Korea, Heavenly Parents, and help the humankind from the relief, rebate from the sin,
That you can hear what
and the physical difficulty and the spiritual difficulties. Heavenly Parent, we are going back to the original place which you created.
Father,
Heavenly Parent, I pray that all religion come together
I pray
under one goal,
Christmas
to create the ideal world,
this is a
especially
God
Christianity
desire
in this
to
nation.
bring entire human
Mother
beings,
parent had
God,
stayed
attention,
in this nation
vision, unite
over
the old
34
people,
years,
the hand in the hand, and
and
helping
all
each
effort
other. Yes, Father, this is allow this
because the
nation to be
Christian
separated.
foundation was prepared for
Father,
sake of true
and
parents.
then to mother,
Sadly,
by 2005,
they couldn't connect it.
we
The
received the
foundation Jesus
unification
made
with
for true
every
parents
country of North
was not yet
and
working.
I pray for two mothers and
The
good
parents,
as
I know you cannot give it up to restoration of the Christian churches.
this country is helping by
Heavenly
Mother
Parents,
Nation,
I pray
helping by
for this nation.
Edison Nation.
We
Yes,
can
Father, we pray
restore the Christian churches and again back to the God's as a God's foundations. Heavenly Parents, Heavenly Parents, please help the people to elevate more bigger vision
yes, Father,
about the faith, about true parents, about the Heavenly Parents. So many people are limited
only begotten
idea of the religion,
dollars.
idea of the Heavenly Parent. Many parent doesn't understand true meaning
So
of
sorry about
Heavenly Parent.
human beings.
You prepared for everything for more kinds to spread God's word
Every
every corner of the house. Praise Him.
history got very bad.
Heavenly Parent, I pray for this time. The each nation to reach out
Only 6
to God and to them.
Heavenly Father, God,
I pray for the brothers and sisters
and we are so
who
grateful
will be there
to Mother.
and taking a responsibility to their nation.
And they realize,
Heavenly Parent,
they recognize
each nation is a different
her
situation.
important mission.
Father, now the solution is very clear.
Be with our
We can able to hear your
secret
voice.
shelter. Ideal family.
That is our solution
That's the only
for all
God's hope.
peoples.
Thank you so much.
Heavenly Parent,
That's
leadership and the people make the mistake. Heavenly Parent, only we can able to trust for the voice of you, Heavenly Parent. Heavenly Parent,
leadership.
prepare the people all in the
Flow into
condition
strong
to reach out to the
stand
period.
the young people
We can communicate with you, Heavenly Parent.
our pastors, Diane and Nicole. Yes, God gave us
Heavenly
the
Parent,
chance
prayers,
to show
pure mind,
what's
and deep mind,
Father,
and the honest
bringing,
mind,
bringing
so we can lead to
the
you,
fortune
Heavenly
or bring and testify
Heavenly Parent.
the living God is
We
with
have
us.
also
Thank you
responsibility,
so much, Father.
which no one can take
Yes,
care.
Father, this time
Heavenly Parent,
we
I
testify
pray
you.
our brothers and sisters
I pray.
to find a way to taking a responsibility, Heavenly Parent.
Father,
Heavenly
I
Parent,
humble myself.
I pray
So sorry,
for
Father.
true mother's health and safety and the long life.
As
So
we
blessed,
know,
Father,
God
with your heart and
knows
your
Also, I pray
dedication.
for
when
We want to be able to
the
using these blessings for the
for
betterment of the
the
world.
unification
don't
We can't be
of
sitting
North
around
and
using
South
these blessings
Korea.
for
far
ourselves.
from me.
Share this with the world.
But to final
Pray
peace,
to be better for the world, Father.
the true
Father,
mother wanted
To be
to
able to
accomplish.
share.
I pray
God never had a nation, even one nation,
this moment
who God can
I'm
speak
going
to,
to give Ryan
love to, and guide to.
the
He chose North
Father,
Korea as a
Amen.
the
chosen
young brother
nation and first to build
will
kingdom
give
heaven.
you
We are true parent to the tear, the
also
sweat,
taken
and the every single day. I praise the people for Korea.
those good
They can be
action.
eyes open and they hear God's voice, Heavenly Parent, so they can recognize a true parent, who they can be proud of, Heavenly Parent. They are the proud nation. They are chosen to receive true parent. Yet they are persecuted, Heavenly Parent. Satan to claim their spirit, but they are to be truly loved God can receive the revelation by
Jew, Jew, Jew. Next few seconds for the people to finish their prayers. All right. Thank you, everybody. So just for the announcements that we have this upcoming week. And as you guys know, I think the one thing that not the one thing, sorry. One of the things that was brought up this morning with Mr. Bowman and Mrs. Matsunaga is joy. And I think this prayer vigil brings us joy because every single morning we're starting our day with God, right? We're starting our day with Heavenly Parents. So and what's more joyous than doing that? So I would encourage everyone to also, as you can see, today was 17 people. I believe there was 18. I think someone's been disconnecting internet or something. But there's been a few more people that's been joining. And of course, more people on the screen themselves. And so I would recommend to keep reaching out to other people and to keep building this prayer vigil to becoming more and more people. Really connecting to the Chanshimon, like I said, and being able to connect directly to our Heavenly Parent, our direct connection to our Heavenly Parent. So please encourage you guys to keep on doing this prayer vigil, as well as encouraging others to keep on joining us for this prayer vigil as well. And so other announcements that we have is that we do have an international, of course, prayer vigil this upcoming Friday. Every Friday we'll have an international prayer vigil connected to. Of course, they do it every single day in Korea, but we are given a link every Friday to join them as a unity as a whole internationally. And so that's happening as well this Friday. And then for this upcoming Saturday, we're going to have the cleaning ministries cleaning. We're going to be cleaning the property a little bit. We're going to possibly also be cleaning the little red area that's outside, that little cookout area that you see, so we can be able to have maybe more things outside. So if you would like to help support in the cleaning ministry, let Mrs. I believe either 3 people you can contact. I believe it's Kazuko-san, Miss Bessie, and Mrs. Kimura as well. So those are 3 people that you can contact about that. So let them know if you'd like to join on that day. And I believe there's a few things that are coming up as well. Next week we're having 16th. We're going to have the advanced DP study, not the 9th, but the 16th. We're going to have an advanced DP study. And as well as on the 17th, we're going to have a concert, I believe. Oh, no. They postponed that actually till at the beginning of October. So ignore the last part. We'll announce it again later on. But yes, for this 16th, we're also going to have advanced DP study. So if you're interested in some of the guests that have finished DP, if they haven't finished DP, then they still have to wait a little bit. But as well as yeah, if you yourself want to join our advanced DP study, talk to Irving Kimura, Mama Coco, or myself, or my wife, Pastor Diane, about that. And then we'll try to sign you up and see where we're going to go for the study itself. So I think those are all our announcements. Reverend Kimura, am I missing any? Or Nami, am I missing any? I believe those are all our announcements. Good. All right. Awesome. All right. So if that is all, then we're going to see you all.
Just Ramon just joined today. Hey, Ramon, hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, good morning. Thank you, Ramon, for joining us today at the Chuncheon. Is this your first Chuncheon prayer vigil?
Yeah.
All right, welcome. That's great. And if you don't know, Ramon I think we all know Ramon by now. But if you don't know Ramon has joined us for the last year and a half. And it's great to see you on your first prayer vigil. All right. But yes, if that is all, we'll see you all tomorrow in tomorrow's prayer vigil. So God bless and have a good afternoon, day, everything in between. So thank you, everybody. God bless.
Good day, everybody.